It wasn't easy. It was horrible. It was a very scary thing.
Why does Dylan O'Brien think his whole career was an accident? How did the actor heal and recover after he swore not to return to the screen ever again? And what became O'Brien's new focus when he had to reevaluate his whole life in his 20s?
Okay, well that's a good question.
Hi, I'm Joy, and today we're breaking down the not-so-glamorous side of Dylan O'Brien's life. Prep your tissues. The Lost Movie Kid.
I will turn 18 years old, and I will come for you. I will come to Philly, and I will find you. I will hunt you down, and I will find you, and I will take you out on a date, kitty.
If your first encounter with Dylan was through his latest movies, you've missed a whole lot of his life, specifically the online alter ego that started it all. Growing up in an artistic family with a mom as a professional actress and a dad as a camera operator, Dylan's plan was to become a cinematographer. Yet what happened in his teenage years turned the kid's life upside down forever. When he was 14 and still unknown, Dylan began his one-person project in which he was an actor, cameraman, producer, writer, and director for comedic shorts on YouTube under the name of Movie Kid 826. A decade ago, putting out that kind of online content would not bring you monetization, status, or fame. Yet for O'Brien, it was the creative outlet he had no idea he desperately needed. His short comedy sketches became an escape from reality.
I'm 147 pounds of pale skin and fragile bone, okay? Sarcasm is my only defense.
And if you think about it, it's like his breakthrough role was written off of him. That character versatility finally paid off when a local producer hired Dylan for a comedic web series while he was still in high school. Soon enough, Dylan got a manager who got him to audition for roles. Now, who would have thought that lip-syncing to Spice Girls would get you a career? But it wasn't that simple. In fact, Dylan refused to audition at first. His big break almost didn't happen. At the time, the actor recalled feeling like nothing brought him much joy and fulfillment. He admitted in an interview, "I was in school, but I wasn't into school." It was terrible. And that mindset almost ruined the lucky turn of events for the future star. Despite his creative spirit and comedy web series work, Dylan made up his mind to pursue a degree in sports broadcasting after his graduation, so auditions weren't a priority. In fact, Dylan almost didn't show up because he had a test to take in school. Yet, after reading the scripts, that commitment went straight out of the window. Dylan skipped the test to audition, only to go in and be sent away by the directors. Side note, stay in school, kids. The actor thought he totally blew his chances, but 4 auditions later at 19, Dylan was asked to join the Teen Wolf series for the next 7 years. And that's how the iconic Stiles Stilinski was born. To this day, Dylan has no idea how he turned out to be an actor, revealing, "It's totally weird because I can't picture myself doing anything else now. My life has just completely changed. It was really sudden and a little random and not provoked by anything. It was just out of nowhere." Yet, becoming a celebrity of a teen show did not magically make Dylan's life perfect. Far from it. Getting a role is one thing, but maintaining it became another ordeal. In an interview with Collider, O'Brien revealed that he was walking a thin line, making him overthink his every move. "I was always worried about being too annoying," the actor said. "I was always definitely considering how high I should go with the stakes of this character." Soon enough, the audience proved to Dylan that his stress and anxiety were just a figment of his imagination. The fans were dying for more Stiles on screen, and critical accolades were a sign of that. Did someone say Teen Choice Awards winner? This guy right here. After the nominations, more roles followed. The actor was cast in the rom-com The First Time and the apocalyptic action film The Maze Runner, mesmerizing everyone with his versatility and range as a lead. Little did Dylan know that this major character reinvention would almost cost him a life. Big screen, a miracle or a curse. Being cast as a lead character in the Maze Runner sci-fi film trilogy, Dylan's workload became more challenging to manage. It became absolutely clear that this kid was going to continue to do big things. Yahoo Movies named O'Brien one of the 15 breakout stars to watch in 2014. And MTV awarded the actor with a breakthrough performance and Best Hero title for his portrayal of Thomas. Just like that, from short sketches online to his sarcastic portrayal of Stiles that made millions of edits on YouTube, to playing his alter ego and becoming a franchise star. An absolute legend, don't you agree? Yet, his moment of glory quickly changed to complete darkness. In 2016, during the shoot of the last installment of the trilogy, The Death Cure, the unthinkable happened. The scariest thing that can occur to an actor on set took place when Dylan was filming a stunt for the movie that almost ended his life. The star was standing on top of a car going full speed when he was pulled off the car out of nowhere and run over by another vehicle. The production crew that was there thought for a second that Dylan was no more. The actor sustained dreadful injuries, multiple facial fractures, concussion, brain trauma, broke most of the right side of his face, and had to go through a reconstructive facial surgery. An experience you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. It was absolutely heartbreaking to watch Dylan suffer. Having the Maze Runner actor on screen at all times would be a dream come true for many stans, but with all due respect to O'Brien's health, the showrunners and fans had not put any pressure on the actor to come back, sharing only support and best wishes. At that point, nobody expected Dylan to come back, including the actor himself. Fighting for life.
Getting back on my feet kind of thing, and really helped a lot, actually. It sort of became, in a way, that kind of step I needed in recovery, to...
After the incident, Dylan was out of the public eye for half a year, trying his best to recover. Yet the detrimental damage to his body was not even the scariest thing for Dylan. His well-being was more important. Years later, the actor admitted to Vulture he thought he would never get out of that mental prison. I really was in a dark place there for a while, and it wasn't an easy journey back. There was a time where I didn't know if I would ever do it again. Prior to the horrific accident, Dylan had signed a contract for a movie called American Assassin. After half a year in hospital with no contact from anyone from the industry, he was left with just 2 months to prepare for his role. It seemed unthinkable that he'd be able to get his physique back, yet the actor felt it was his only way to come back to his life. To say it wasn't easy would be an understatement. The actor admitted he lost a lot of function and had no desire to come back, saying even the thought of acting again made his palms sweat. I would get so fucking mad. Like, if I ever heard from a producer who was seeing when I'd be able to get back on set, I'd go fucking nuts. It would really, really piss me off. After months of recovery, the struggles had only just begun for Dylan. The painful path to recovery. Despite pain and disbelief, Dylan worked on himself day by day, leaving everyone in shock, including his co-star Taylor Kitsch. To embody the titular character Mitch Rapp in The American Assassin, Dylan trained on a daily basis. Instead of focusing on his pain, the actor used it to channel his character, who suffered from PTSD and loss, building him from the ground. At that point, it became almost therapeutic for the star. As Dylan later explained to Vulture, nobody knew the demons he had to fight in his mind the whole time which were convincing him to give up. I was still in such a fragile personal state that I had this other force telling me, no f***ing way that I can do it. This is too soon. Too soon. Tell them to leave me alone. I need more time. Dylan kept pushing himself throughout his training, despite having panic attacks and crippling anxiety. However, the support he got from his trainer and his girlfriend, and having his dad by his side throughout filming, were what got him through it. Speaking of his dad, O'Brien revealed, "I don't think I would have been able to step onto the plane without him." The actor didn't stop for a day, and brought Mitch to life like nobody else ever could. The crew of the movie couldn't believe their eyes, while Kitsch would not stop gushing over Dylan's performance in his interviews. In March 2017, Dylan returned to the Death Cure set to finish the shoot of the franchise. Having projects planned helped Dylan to get back on track, as he later confessed it was exactly what he needed to feel like he can do what he loves once again. And that's how the actor made the impossible possible. Yet, even the biggest superheroes aren't protected from a heartbreak. When you thought it couldn't get worse, it did for Dylan. A love story not meant to be. The actor met his first and only girlfriend, Britt Robertson, back in 2012 on the set of the coming-of-age drama The First Time. The actor had just struck fame, and there she was, the girl who made it all seem bleak in comparison with what Dylan felt towards her. The sparks were flying on set, and soon enough it appeared that all that chemistry was not just the result of acting. Britt and Dylan were in love, and it couldn't be any more obvious, yet the two did their best to hide every detail of their sweet relationship, except the time when Dylan totally dropped a hint in an interview about his co-star saying, "I can't say enough about The First Time. It was such an awesome experience, and Britt Robertson was just unbelievable for me to be able to work with. It was just mind-blowing." The two teen idols were hitting couple goals from day one. Despite the fact that they were both pretty secretive about their love lives, fans went nuts over their union. At that point, fans quietly accepted the fact that Dylan would pop the question to Britt pretty soon. Or so we thought. After 6 long, hopeful, and inspiring years of dating, US Weekly revealed that they're no longer together. Some tabloids speculated that the reason for a sudden split was due to Britt's secret meetup with Graham Rogers, although both O'Brien and Robertson have kept their lips sealed about the breakup to this day. Now what? This year, Dylan is set to turn 30, and he'll be celebrating with his head held high. O'Brien has multiple projects coming up that will yet again prove that the actor never stopped growing as a professional. With 4 highly anticipated movies up his sleeve, the star is back to crushing it. These include the existential mystery The Education of Frederick Fitzel, an apocalyptic love story packed with breathtaking action called Love and Monsters, and the drama and gangster-centered story called The Outfit. As of last year, the actor will star in a real-life movie about the Vietnam War alongside Viggo Mortensen. Being single never looked so good. Not long ago, Dylan was finally able to break his silence and talk about what happened in his life in those years. The star admitted that he was able to reevaluate his life after the traumatic accident he'd experienced 5 years ago, and view it as a type of destiny that put his whole life into perspective. Dylan admitted that ever since he was able to redirect his focus on people and things that actually matter. I had friends that were so dear to me that I had felt that I'd neglected for years. All of a sudden, it was very important to me to nurture those relationships. It absolutely completely rewires and restructures the way you see your life. Speaking of important things, Dylan confessed to having kept the Jeep from Teen Wolf, and at least that relationship will last for the rest of his life.
Everyone who knows me closely, knows that my heart lies and dies with Teen Wolf. So, there's no way I was not taking that Jeep.
Does Dylan O'Brien have a special place in your heart too? Let us know in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and as always, thanks for watching.